This is 2.2 notes multiplying polynomials is what we're going to be talking about. Here's some important vocabulary that we're going to need to know. Make sure you highlight these in your notes and have these terms there so you can always refer back to them. So we have polynomial, monomial, a binomial. A polynomial is an expression of algebraic terms, numbers, variables, and operations. Monomial, mono is one term. Binomial, bi, two terms. Trinomial, tri, three terms. A constant is a term without a variable, so like 5 or 10 or -1. We call those constants. Linear is a degree of 1. Anything with a degree of 1 is considered a linear term. Quadratic is a degree of 2, and cubic is a degree of 3. Just a quick review so we understand some exponent laws here. When multiplying powers, right? So x times x, or x to the first power 4 times, that would be x to the fourth power. Or we can think of it as adding the exponents. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 would be 4. X squared means two x's being multiplied, right? Two variables of x. X cubed means 3 for a total of 5, or we can add the exponents. 2 plus 3 is 5. And as you can see, the next one, x to the first power times x squared would be x cubed. X times x, or x to the first power for each, is x squared. X times x plus 3, x times x is x squared, and x times 3 is 3x. And a little division rule here when we're dividing powers, right? X to the 6th power simply just means x times x 6 times divided by x times x times x 3 times, which means 3 of them can cancel, leaving us with x to the 3rd power over 1, or just x to the 3rd power. The shortcut here is we can just subtract the exponents. 6 minus 3 is 3. Let's go over some more examples here on multiplying. So you can see that, if I have a monomial 4x times 12x squared, okay, 4 times 12 is going to give me that 48, and then x times x squared gives me x cubed. Next one, negative 8x times 2x, negative 8 times 2 is negative 16, and x times x is x squared. Negative 8x times 9 is negative 72x. Negative 5 times x squared, negative 5x squared. Negative 5 times 2x, negative 10x. Negative 5 times negative 9, positive 45. These are all examples of distributive property and monomials multiplying another monomial. In the second example, we have a binomial, and the third, a trinomial. Okay, these next examples here, we're going to multiply some different polynomials, different types. This is called the lattice method. I like to call it an area model. So I'm going to show you how to multiply these. So you can see in the first one here, we have a binomial x plus 5 times another binomial x minus 2. So since they're both binomials, I am going to set up a 2 by 2 rectangle, because we have two binomials, and I'm going to place the terms on the top and the side. So on the top, I'm going to put x and plus 5. On the side, x and minus 2. Now you can see here we have 4 individual multiplications that are going to happen where we need to multiply. So that is what we're going to do. So for example, in this first space right here will be x times x. So x times x is x squared. In the second space right here is going to be 5 times x, which gives us 5x. Down here, negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and lastly, negative 2 times 5 is minus 10. So the resulting polynomial, when we multiply these, will be x squared. We can combine these like terms. Negative 5x add negative 2x add 5x will give me 3x. And then lastly, the constant of minus 10. And that's the result. let's look at this example here. We're going to be multiplying, you can see, a trinomial by another trinomial. So I am going to need a larger rectangle. This time I'm going to do a 3 by 3 rectangle. So 3 spots on the top and 3 on the side here. So we should have 9 different results here, as you can see on the inside boxes. Top, polynomial, x squared minus 4x and plus 2. On the side, x squared minus 3x and plus 4. So we're going to multiply, let me kind of color code these. Okay, we're set and ready to go. So this first space right here will be x squared times x squared, which is x to the 4th power. Secondly here, we have x squared. I'm just going to go straight across, left to right. X squared times negative 4x is negative 4x cubed. And finally, 2 times x squared is 2x squared. Second row, negative 3x times x squared is negative 3x cubed. Negative 3x times negative 4x is positive 12x squared. Negative 3x times 2 is negative 6x. Last row, 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times negative 4x is negative 16x. And 4 times 2 is 8. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use maybe a different color here to kind of highlight the like terms. So we have two third degree terms there. Let's use a different color here. We have x to the 4th power there. It's not working too well. That's the only x to the 4th power, so let's write that one first. Highest degrees are written first for standard form. So that one's done. Next we have third powers, so these two we can add together. Those are like terms. That gives us negative 7x cubed. Next are squares. So these are nice and lined up when we multiply in order here. So if we combine those all together, that looks like gives us positive 18x squared. We can add the first degrees together. That's minus 22x. And lastly, a constant of plus 8. And that is the result. A different method, so you can see we are going to multiply the same exact problems, but we're just going to do it with just a slightly different method. So you can see something different. Let's go ahead and change the problem up a little bit. I think that would be a little bit beneficial here. So let's multiply x minus 7 times 2x minus 1. So this time we're not going to use the area model, which is the lattice method. This time we're going to distribute, meaning we're going to take each term in the first polynomial. So we have a binomial, so there are two terms. I'm going to take x, and I'm going to multiply it with the other polynomial, 2x minus 1. And then I have to take negative 7 and multiply it by 2x minus 1, both of them. So first, this is how we would write it out. The first term, x, is going to multiply the second binomial of 2x and minus 1. So x times 2x minus 1. Secondly, we're going to have negative 7 multiply that same binomial, 2x minus 1. Now from here, we're just going to distribute and combine like terms. So x times 2x is 2x squared. X times negative 1 is negative 2x. Negative 7 times 2x is minus 14x. And negative 7 times negative 1 is positive 7. And now we can see that we can combine the like terms here and then rewrite our final answer, which is 2x squared minus 16x plus 7. That is our answer. So again, just another method to multiply binomials there. Let's use the same method in multiplying this guy. So we're going to take, you can see that we have three terms, x squared, we have negative 4x, and we have positive 2 in the first polynomial. Each of those needs to multiply this second polynomial of x squared minus 3x plus 4. So first term, x squared will multiply x squared minus 3x plus 4 minus 4x. The second term will also multiply x squared minus 3x plus 4. And the third one, positive 2, will do the same. Multiply x squared minus 3x plus 4. So now we just need to do a lot of distributing here. So x squared times x squared is x to the fourth power. X squared times negative 3x is minus 3x squared. X squared times 4 is 4x squared. Next, negative 4x times x squared minus 4x cubed. Negative 4x times negative 3x, positive 12x squared. And negative 4x times 4 minus 16x. Lastly, 2 times x squared, 2x squared. 2 times negative 3x minus 6x. And 2 times 4 is 8. So you can see the result of what we got there is the same result that we got in the last problem, right? We didn't change this problem. It's the same thing, it's just organized differently. So from here, it would be a really good idea. We have a lot of terms here. Let's go ahead and highlight our like terms. X, that's the only fourth degree term. Let's highlight all our second degree terms. Second degree, these are all x, second degree, second degree. Let's highlight our third degree terms. So third degree there. And that looks like that's it for third degree. It shouldn't be. Oh, I caught my mistake. Hopefully you guys saw that mistake. So it looks like I should have 3x cubed right there. Hopefully you guys saw that. So I need to change that one to orange, right? So that's third degree. And now we're looking for first degree terms, so just x. So that's going to be here and there. And finally the last one, constant of plus 8. All right, let's go ahead and combine like terms. So we have x to the fourth power. We have negative 3x cubed minus 4x cubed is minus 7x cubed. We have 4x squared plus 12x squared plus 2x squared is 18x squared. Negative 16x minus 6x minus 22x and positive 8. So that's a different way that you can multiply polynomials there. Just a lot of distributive, right? Works. All right, and we also have lattice method, or what I call the area model. That will also work as well. Works great. Okay, so you have a preference. You can choose whichever one you like and works best for you. So now we're at the end of our notes. Summary time. Okay, your summary is you're going to write a couple of complete sentences, short paragraph, just explaining which method you prefer and why. Why do you like that method?